So I thought we'd talk a little bit today about sort of just general teaching of dogs. A lot of people like to say the word no. They can't get away from the word no when they're training. And a lot of people, it takes them by surprise when I tell them that I don't really use the word no in training. The only time I actually use the word no is, like, say, if Tango or Nemo brings me something and sort of asks me if I'll throw it. So they'll put it in my lap and look at me expectantly, like, will you throw it? If I'm in the middle of something, I'll say, no, not right now, and I'll just put the toy down. That's the only time I really use no, is to sort of answer a question, if you will. But to actually teach a dog something, I don't, it's just not in my vocabulary. I think that the word no sometimes becomes a crutch for someone. Instead of teaching the dog what to do, they just keep saying no in hopes that the dog's going to figure it out. So in teaching dogs, you get a lot more bang for your buck when you teach them what to do. And so let's say instead of yelling at your dog for jumping on you or pushing them off or saying no, knock it off, how about instead we teach them to sit? So it's sort of a do this, not that type of scenario. Instead of just the don't do that, we really focus on the do this. This is what I'd like you to do. Do this, do this, do this, not that. Do this, not that. So a lot more focus on the do this part will save you a whole lot of time and a whole lot of frustration, and it'll help the dog, because the dog will, figuratively speaking, go, thank you for explaining that to me. Because all they hear is the no, no, no part, which is not even half good, because it doesn't tell them what they should be or could be doing. So in this household, we have the new puppy, Levi, and one of the first things he does every morning is he'll grab at my pajama pants, and he'll just sort of follow me around, hitching a ride on my pajama pants. Generally, I don't say no to him. I just completely stop moving. I wait till he lets go, and I move on. And what he's learning is, as soon as I jump on the pajama pants, all the fun stops. He doesn't get in trouble. It's not associated with me at all. It's associated with, if he does this, then the fun stops. So I don't focus on the quit pulling on my pants. I focus on the, oh, good boy, you've let go. Now let's move along. That kind of thing. So, along with that goes, give them something else to do, right? If they're doing something you don't want them to do, give them something else to do. So I generally, before I move in the morning, I make sure I have, a stuffed toy or something that I can say, here, do this, not that. So that's the way that's an example of how I work with a puppy. If a puppy's biting your hand, don't just keep your hand down there and keep saying no. Remove the hand when they bite. Offer a toy up instead. So you could offer up, a toy instead. Bite this, not that, right? It's super simple, but a lot of people, I think, just get stuck in that. Quit doing that. And there's just so much more power that gets added when you give them the do this part. So my challenge for you is to focus more on the do this part, and I think you'll see a lot better results from your dog, and you'll both be a lot happier. For more fast, fun, and easy dog training ideas, please visit smartdoguniversity.com. Leave a comment below and click on subscribe to see our future videos.